Hello guys, welcome back to another Boom Beach video. So a little while ago, it's about 2 weeks ago, I did an HQ 13 speed build, and I told you guys that I was going to be doing a base review on it a little later after I get some replays onto the base, and there's a card on the screen now for the speed build. It was a pretty fun speed build, but yeah, this is my second account now, which is more my main now since my main account is max, so I kind of consider this my my main account because I planned this one a lot more than my other one now. So, I'm going to be talking about the base design, showing you a couple base replays. The only thing, I said this was a hybrid base, and it worked good hybrid-wise. The only thing I hasn't been able to defend is tanks, and there's like, you can't defend against warriors and tanks at the same time, and I haven't even found a base that is anti-tank, so this base is not anti-tank, but other than that, it's a hybrid base, so I'm considering it a hybrid base. So yes, we're going to be talking about the design here. Up at front, we have a bunch of low-level cannons, which I would want to upgrade eventually. And then we have a cannon back here, a boom cannon here. My boom cannon pretty much covers my entire map. And then we have a cannon back here, which is a little higher level. So the easiest path for a Hooka would be flanking the base around here, then coming down. The only problem is the rocket launcher's behind the HQ, kind of, so it's gonna pick off a ton of things that come up, like Zookas and stuff like that. It's gonna pick off all those troops, because unless they take it out ahead of time. If they take it out ahead of time, they probably won't have enough energy to take down the cannon and boom cannon, so that's gonna pick off a few heavies. The mortars are pretty good, placed pretty neat. I'm actually gonna move this mortar here, and basically the mortars are all hitting the HQ, so that's a good anti-warrior feature. Also, mortars are super deadly against Ruka and Hooka. If the heavies are moving, sometimes, it's very rare, but sometimes the mortars are gonna fight the Zookas, and that's why you want them in that kind of order. My machine guns, there we go. My machine guns have flame all around my HQ, guys. They're kind of low level. My whole base is kind of low level. But that's what you want for anti-warrior. You want a few mines around your base like this. And then you want mines going up to the HQ like that. And then I also placed a mine behind this tower. And nobody so far saw that. And it almost killed a heavy. It's not that high level, guys. So it's getting close to killing a heavy, which is kind of nice. Okay. So the way I have my offense buildings placed, this is a big problem a ton of people in the community have, offense building placement, because there's a line between how much offensive buildings you want on your front line or how much offensive buildings you want in your base. It does give the other person energy, but it is a good like kind of shield for your main building, so they just don't go and take out all the defensive buildings first. So offensive buildings are helping a lot. Now, a thing I said in my streams, and I'm gonna say a lot more, is you want one, if you have your offensive buildings not integrated into your base like I have, you want one line of offensive buildings around your base. So like this would be here, and if you have it more than one, so if you have it like 2 here, that's bad, because that's a little extra energy they could take, and you only want to have a shield if the towers could hit outside that, so you don't want the shield to be like way out here, where the sniper tower could barely hit out of it. So I hope I cleared that up for you guys. But me, I went for a different design. I kind of snuck all these offensive buildings into my base here. Another thing, guys, you want is when you first attack a base, I think first impressions is a major part of attacking. You need to have a base that gives like a very like good first impression, like, oh, that guy's base is pretty even. So that's what I went for here, guys. You attack me like this, you'll think, oh, that guy's base is pretty even. It won't click for you guys that all these offensive buildings up here are gonna give you a ton of extra energy. They're just gonna come down from the bottom here. And all these offensive buildings, I just kind of integrated them into my base. So I think I said enough about my base design. It works pretty well, but now I'll show you the replays. Okay, so I'm jumping on to all these replays. I would first like to mention that you will probably never... You're gonna always be losing battles. It's just the way the matchmaking system is set up. You're always gonna be losing different battles. And I'm just gonna adjust my mic here. Okay. You're always gonna be losing different battles, guys, different strategies. You're never gonna win all of them. Like I said before, a lot of people use tanks on my base, and a lot of people beat my base. They will usually lose a lot, but they always will beat it. So, some of these replays, they beat. Some of them, they just lose a ton of troops. So if it's first person, is it's a scribbled name, so I don't know what their name actually says, but it's Zancha, and he's moving into my base. He's taking out my rocket launcher was actually upgrading. So first he took out my my boom cannon, and my cannons at different guys are just going to work. A lot of these lower player guys are gonna try going straight in. They're not gonna think about flanking the base or anything. So my cannons, that's why I have my cannons wherever they are. They're just gonna be tearing apart his troops. Now his Hooka's all in a clump, which is actually very bad with Hooka. He's going to flare him to the sniper tower, but then he's going to retreat. And that was actually a pretty easy victory for me. He wasn't able to beat my base. Nobody's able, oh, I guess some people are able to beat my base, but I probably win about half the defenses, which is actually very surprising, because usually you won't lose any. You won't win any. So this base definitely works. So this next guy, he just takes down a ton of stuff with artillery. He takes 6 buildings down with artillery. So this guy probably has boosted up energy. But he's using warriors, and I haven't watched these replays in a little while, guys, so I don't know what happens. But yeah, all I know is it's a good replay. So I don't think he has a smoke, because he's not using it at all, and he's moving into my base. This is something I actually didn't think about, like warriors without smoke. Does it work with warriors without smoke? And we're gonna see how it works. I believe it worked good. Oh man, I have a different YouTube account that I watch all the YouTubers on. I don't do it on my business account, so that's why it gives me that. And okay, so I shock he shocks the rocket launcher, but he does actually win it, I believe. But the way I have my all my buildings placed, they are able to kill a ton of his warriors here. So his warriors are just moving in. I probably killed about half of them. The flame is just tearing apart the warriors. It's insane how much damage that flame actually does, and he has a lot of extra energy, and that's why he was able to beat my base. But yeah, he gets that extra medkit down. He did lose a ton of warriors, guys. He lost a ton of warriors. He only had like 10 left, so that's awesome, guys. That's awesome. So yes, we're only going to be doing about 2 more replays, and then I'm going to end that episode. So this next guy is David, and he's gonna first take out the rocket launcher. I believe this is the guy that used Hooka on my base, or just all riflemen, but we're gonna see in a second here. So he takes down the rocket launcher, which is nice. Then he places a barrage on my cannons, which is weird. Yeah, he does that. With all riflemen, you don't want to do that. I wouldn't be taking down cannons with all riflemen. I'd be more worried about mines and mortars. But that's maybe what he saw. Maybe he was taking down the mines instead. So he does beat my base, I believe. His riflemen are just going to walk through my base. And the mines are actually doing a ton of damage, and this guy would have lost barely any if he had medics, but I don't think he has medics at his level right now. These mortars are just going to be tearing apart, and he made a major mistake here. He accidentally shocked his troops instead of he shocked his troops instead of placing a med kit down. That was actually pretty dangerous for him. So he does a reflare. He should be getting a medkit down, and there he goes. He was just like, I was just thinking, wow, this guy's an idiot. He's not getting a medkit down. But yeah, he got a medkit down. I still have a couple mortars on top, but now it's just a time game. He's taking down the sniper tower, which is weird. I would have probably took down something else, but he was able to beat my base. But I tore a ton of his troops apart, guys, and it was pretty good. It's a good base, guys. Good base. Okay, so this next guy is going to be attacking his Bonnie and Julie, going to be attacking my base, and he first takes down one of the cannons, which is weird. He takes down, tries to take down another one, but then he wants to take down the boom cannon, excuse me, and he takes down the boom cannon. So he's just taking down a ton of cannons. So next, this guy actually lost against my base. He lost the defense, and he's using Hooka. He has like a little too much heavies, I believe. He should have a little more firepower. And he just ran over that mine. I was almost able to take down his troop there. And his troops are actually going to die. He made a kind of a mistake here in flaring. But he did do the right thing and shock the mortar. And I'm losing my voice kind of right now. I've been trying to record this episode for so long. So then he shocks the rocket launcher, which is pretty good. Rocket launchers are pretty deadly. And the sniper tower is actually going to pick off his Zookas, which is not good. And he actually gets incredibly close to beating my base, but he wasn't able to beat it. So he gets, like, look at that, guys. He got super close to defeating it. But that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, this is a good base design. You're not going to win every defense, but you will win a lot of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to drop a like as always. And remember, there's a base design playlist in the description down below, so go check that out. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.